Yeah.
What is up, YouTube? My Cowboys family here, bringing you guys the latest update on our very own Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, as always, thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Famliest of Friday.
Yeah.
Bringing you guys another Fan Friday stream here at My Cowboys Family. Take a second to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow us on all social media at My Cowboys Family, and of course, hop in the Discord. Link for that's in the description box down below.
Probably the most important Fan Friday we've had, definitely this season. This is the game right now that's basically for all the marbles, at least for our side, to have a chance to stay in the thing against these ugly-ass, green-ass filthy Eagles. We're going to talk about it tonight, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to win. It could be a small win. It could be a tight battle. It could be a little bit of double digits, even, if the Cowboys do things right. And, of course, we'll get into so much more here tonight in My Cowboys Family. On some reasons, I also think, analytically speaking, with the analytics team that's here, on why the Cowboys are doing so much better on offense. Hey, you guys stay tuned for this stream tonight. It's Fan Friday. A lot of stuff going down. A couple days to go before this battle takes place. So, hey, let's get into this and opening this thing up here. Of course, hitting that like button, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And, of course, celebrating those that rep the boards here on the nightly of My Cowboys Family, like our two-time, back-to-back, just like our 90s Cowboys.
Sponsor of the week and Cash App King.
Man, those are some balling spots right there.
Snug X.
You know why he's here.
Huge shout out to you, Snug.
Yes.
Appreciate you. And, of course, if you look up above, Jason Renfro, bossing that stream around with 47 points.
Yes, he's also the queen of the membership gifting board is the great Mary Alvarez.
Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you, of course.
But what a battle we got, though, this week, right? When it comes to the second, you can say second, they're all very important boards. When it comes to the leadership gifting, the membership gifting board, that's the way you if you're in the membership, you can gift memberships to randomly people in the chat right now if you wanted to, and that's what's happening here as just to make sure people are congratulated, awarded, just on the top of the list when you hear these people gifting memberships. We want to give accolades to them here on MCF, and the gifting winner, of course, the queen is Mary Alvarez. Last week at 5 gifted memberships as the winner, but this week is a battle as we're coming closer and closer to the end of the week here, finalizing the champion. But right now, we've got Jason Renfro with 12, Skeptical Fan with 10, and Mary Alvarez with 9, and the Lunatic with 5. A lot of gifted memberships and a lot of appreciation from us to you guys, and to those that have won Navy Blue memberships. Appreciate you guys big time. That's the list right there. Like I said, right now Jason Renfro is in a slight lead amongst everyone else on that board. Jason Renfro is also not just the stream boss, but leading the entire board right now, trying to go for that sponsor of the week and break that from Mr. Snug X. And then Snug X, he's getting challenged by Jason and others. Hold on, we got CDoc80. He is now a member in the Navy Blue crew. Why is that, baby?
Because Jason Renfro said, here you go.
Uh-oh.
Got a gift of membership. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you, of course. Much love.
Another one. And this is even more important this week than ever. We'll tell you why in a moment or two. But again, much love there. Jason Renfro gifting another membership, making it 13 this week. He's up by a field goal, 13-10 in second place there. Skeptical Fan trying to battle that out. Mary right behind him with 9. So we'll see what happens. Jason, much love. He's at 47 points in the stream boss. He's got leading the gifting membership side. He is leading the overall board. Much love to Jason Renfro. The other part of the board we got to shout out always is the Cash App King. And it's its own little special little place on this channel. And when it comes to that board, we got a lot of people in the running, like Skeptical Fan and Gloria, Snug X also in the running, but in first place, and he's been rocking it, holding it down for these trying to keep it for 2 weeks and get that crown. Stanley Smith, much love to him. Jason Renfro is also given there. A lot of people given through the Cash App, but Stanley Smith is currently the leader. And then, everyone's right now in his rearview mirror. So we'll see what happens here Friday, Saturday, and then, of course, finishing out the week on all these boards Sunday night here against the Eagles. Yeah, that's what's going to go down. There's other things going down, but, baby, Dropping the love here. You just saw a gifted membership being given by Jason Renfrew. You can jump in the memberships like Tammy Soltis, who's in that navy blue crew. She's been there forever. Appreciate you, Tammy. Welcome back into the navy blue. And, drop those emojis. I added a new one of Nick Sirianni crying. So you want to definitely drop those if you can. And then, so you got gifting memberships. You got joining the membership. You got super chats dropping. You got the thanks button. But there's 4 ways in the Cash App you can challenge Snug and Stanley. How do they do that, baby? What's those 4 ways?
You do have the money sign, MyCowboysFamily, the Venmo at My-Cowboys-Family, the regular PayPal link, and last but not least, the Streamlabs link. Lets your comment show up on screen just like a super chat.
I see Kenzie Bands and Tammy Soltis. They're dropping all the emojis. You've seen the new ones. I got like 5 or 6 of those anti-Eagles. Drop them like it's hot, So again, thank you guys for doing your thing here. And as I fix the overall board, baby, it's a Fan Friday.
Shout outs here.
It's a Fan Friday, right?
In just a moment.
Yeah, it's a Fan Friday tonight. And on Fan Friday, we give extra special shout outs to those, not just in the top shelf memberships, in the star level membership and the over everything level membership, but we also shout out those in the silver level too. So without further ado, let me shout out Prince Jackson, Mr. A. Lavelle. I mean, he's been here more longer than any other person currently in the streak-wise. In the membership side of things, both of them in the silver level. Who's in the star level, baby?
Thank you very much to Skeptical Fan, Jason Renfro, Lincoln Kane, Mary Alvarez, Andy Potched, Marissa Sparkle, Dwayne Broussard, and The Lunatic.
That last name, everybody's, of course, ballers, but that last name, The Lunatic, extra special thing going. That's why I said it was an extra special week. You guys want to drop love, show your love here on My Cowboys Family. You can gift memberships. That all counts towards this. What is this, baby? Would you like to tell them? The big The Lunatic 4-prize raffle. How do you guys get in this raffle? There's multiple entry. You can stack your entries. How do they get in, though?
If you drop $10, bam, you are automatically entered. And it is unlimited entries because every additional $10 after that is an additional entry. Of course, membership has its perks. If you are an MCF member, you do get an additional bonus entry as well. So,
yep. That's the way you can keep stacking them. Unlimited entries. We got like Jason Renfro up the top of the list there with Stanley Smith, Mary Alvarez, Skeptical Fan. They're all at the top of this list, but there's many others, but that have a few less raffle entries in them, and also some that have 1 or 2. You have 1 or 2. Sometimes it's all you need to get one of these 4 prizes. We'll tell you what the prizes are in a moment, but first, congrats to Scott Free Freedom. Freedom first. Got Scott Free Freedom. Who dropped that, baby? Who gifted that membership? It looks like it was a gifted membership.
Yes, it was, because Skeptical Fan always staying skeptical. Said, wait a minute. Gotta show the love.
He's not only staying skeptical, but he's staying in that gifted membership running, that top spot. Like I said, Jason got 13. Well, now it's a little closer now. It's a safety away. They're 2 down for Skeptical Fan as he's moving on up. Still in second place, but now with Micah Parson, 11 gifted memberships. Jason got 13. And man, this is what we call a battle for the top spot. All this also, guys, you got to remember, adds to their totals on the overall board, which, Skeptical is literally on the brink of passing Mary Alvarez. Let me just double check that right now. But Skeptical Fan has actually passed Mary Alvarez. This is craziness here as the board is moving swiftly, consistently, and people are adding bonus raffle entries here for this Sunday night at halftime of this Eagle game. We're gonna pull 4 winners here, guys, live on stream. You see it happen right in front of your eyes. So we've been doing this for years, and we have some great winners here. So again, Jason in first place currently, Skeptical Fan in second, Mary Alvarez drops to third, Stanley Smith in fourth. Amazing Games in fifth right now on that top 5 board. If you look at just the top 5 on that leaderboard. But anyways, baby, $10 to get in. It keeps stacking. You could put $2 a day for 5 days. Now it's too late for that, but you could put 5 today, 5 tomorrow. You're in this thing as long as it's before tomorrow night, Saturday night, when we finish our last stream. Last chance to get in this thing. So we're at the brink of shutting it down. Get in there before it's over.
Yeah.
And we're gonna announce some 4 winners again, halftime of the Eagle game. But who are? Well, not who are the winners? We'll see. But what are the winning prizes here, starting with the last place prize, but it's still fantastic 4th place prize.
Again, yeah, in 4th place, you have the awesome Cowboy car package, guys. You got the decals, the license plate thing, the lanyard.
You got a flag.
So pretty much everything you need to wrap your cowboy car in style.
Yeah, you're going to put in your baby stroller. Still works, right?
Cowboy baby in style.
You got to start them young, right? What about third place, baby? Another package prize here from the Lunatic.
Customizable shirt, any name, any number, and of course,
one of a kind.
That awesome Micah Parsons embroidered signature cap that you see right there on the right.
Yeah, repping that 1-1. That star and Micah's signature on the side of it. So that's awesome. That's third place. Oops, let me get back to third place because then you got first and second place. This is the same prize.
Your choice of an authentic leg stitched in jersey with your choice of player style or size. As long as we got it, well, you got it.
Sewn and stitched, guys. That's for first place and second. Could have had another different prize for second place, but damn, these two are usually this is just the first place prize. This is first place and second place, so can't wait to see it. Again, these styles depend on what era you're picking the player from, new or old. You get the throwbacks, the icy white, the color rush we're going to see this week. A lot to choose from. Much love to Cowboy Mosh on that. And again, much love to the man, the Lunatic, offering first and second place, offering that third place prize, offering that fourth place prize. 4 separate winners. Can't wait to see who wins it. Yeah, Sunday Night Football against the Eagles in Big D at halftime. So get here, watch the game with us. Lights, camera, action on our side. We're going to be giving you our full reaction to this game, play-by-play, watch party, but also halftime. It's going to be a winning party for 4 lucky Dallas Cowboy family members, and at the end it'll be an overall winning party as the 5th person wins. We got 5 on it. It's going to be our Cowboys. It's got to be. I'm going to tell you tonight how that's going to be. But baby, before I even go there, who's in that house so we can get rolling with some news, info, and updates on our Dallas Cowboys?
Of course, we have Scorpio in the house. Woo! Stephen White, much love. Grim Bot, hello and hi. Kenzie Bands in the house. Jason Renfro, much love. We have Retro Scotty representing. Motor City Maniac, what's up?
Motor.
Let me see. Scott Free, Freedom. Skeptical fan, always staying skeptical. Running back a little bit here.
It looks like we got another one. Airborne 83, congrats to thee. Because of the love, the gift from Skeptical fan. Dropping another gifted membership. And that's a Navy. Hey, drop those emojis if you got them. Much love to Mr. Skeptical fan, who, by the way, I can't even stop there. I got to keep going because he also dropped a $5 holler in the Cash App. He said 31-24 Cowboys final. That's his final prediction against the Eagles. We'll be talking about our final predictions tonight, a little bit more tomorrow night with those final bold predictions tomorrow night here on MCF. But tonight, I'm going to tell you how to beat these mother effers, right? Much love to Skeptical fan with the 5 on it in the Cash App with the gifted membership. And now he's one back on Jason Renfro. I think he just went into another level of getting another entry for this raffle.
Well, there you go.
And he's a little back. Not right there, but he's close to Jason Renfro for first place and maybe bypassing him, not just on the overall board if he gets there, but also with the amount of raffle entries. Try to get one of those top 2 prizes. Top 4 prizes, really. So, again, much love, Skeptical fans. Stay skeptical and go Cowboys. Go ahead, baby.
No, it's all good. Let me see. We have...
Who else in the
Bruce
house?
got the Toxic Juice in the house. Airborne 83. Let me just trying to roll back a little bit here. Make sure I shout out everyone who was hopping in here. Retro Scotty, Motor City Maniac, Kenzie Bands, much love. Daniel Berry Sports, what's up? C Doc 80 in the house. Hemi Soltis. Of course, Jason Renfro. Choctaw Montana 808 representing. Tavis Banks, what's up? Hello and hi. Ooh, Dwayne Broussard, the top dog himself. Choice Roberts, hello and hi. Spoony Dog in the house. Freedom First was actually first today. Let me see. Bama Fan.
I see MCF After Dark.
Yeah, let me see. MCF After Dark. What's up? I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. There may be a late show tonight. Who knows?
Let me see. Grim Bot, hello and hi. OG Lokes, the 09. So, baby, with that said, I think that's everybody here so far. Let me hand things back to you.
Let's get rolling here, guys. When it comes to our Cowboys, a lot to discuss. But first, as we always intro this thing, let's talk about some NFL news, and we're gonna start with those, my cause, my cleats. Right now for this, I think the Raider game for the Vikings Raider. Remember, the Vikings had a bye week last week, so the Vikings do their my cause, my cleats. This next game is the Raider game, and again, various people within the Vikings organization will be supporting Israel, on their cleats. Mm-hmm. Kicker Greg Joseph, his cleats and sneakers will be worn. He's gonna have, he's gonna say, he has I Stand With Israel cleats. You also got cleats worn by the Wilfs and team CEO Andrew Miller. So a lot of people were supporting Israel, there. Again, whether you agree or disagree, I'm glad that, they can show their support that way. Some people were criticizing it because the same way Colin Kaepernick took a knee, the My Cause, My Cleats weren't really, allowing to show that, but they did actually. My Cause, My Cleats did show a lot of police brutality. People had some causes related to that on their cleats. So it's been in the league for 3 or 4 years now. No complaints until the Israel thing. So who knows? Look, people can choose what causes they want to follow and back and promote, and all good for them as far as I'm concerned. Now we also got another shout out here because who's just gifted another membership, baby?
Jason Renfro.
He's not gonna let. He said I'm not gonna let Mr. Skeptical Fan catch me. Down one, now back to the safety. He is now at 14 gifted memberships for Mr. Jason Renfro, while Skeptical is at 12. Down by 2 there for this running. And much love to Jason, who got that lucky membership. We got Airborne 83, who's officially subscribed now.
There it is.
Thank you. And he's in the membership.
Shit 412.
Oh, no real shit. I got to put those anti-Steeler emojis back up there. You know what I mean? So, good stuff. All right. Much love, Jason. Always appreciate you. He still got 46 points on the stream, boss. And like I said, he is in a 2 gifted membership lead over Mr. Skeptical Fan. Nice stuff. Good battles there. Now,
let me hand things back to you. Baby.
Yeah, let me keep it rolling here, guys, because there is more NFL news. A couple things here. Receiver from the Chiefs, Justin Ross, missed the last 5 games. This is interesting. Missed the last 5 games on the commissioner exempt list because of an incident back in October. He suspended 6 regular season games for violating the personal conduct policy per the NFL. Since any games a player misses while on this exempt list is credited against the suspension, he's only going to miss 1 more game. He's missing the Monday game. He'll be back Monday after the Sunday game against from the Chiefs versus the Bills. So he'll be back in the building with Kansas City after this game. That will count for. He missed 5 already, just on the exempt list. That also counts back to this incident list, I guess you can say. So he misses 6 games. He already missed 5. So he's missing 1 more, and he's back after this game. But he has to pay back those 6 paychecks that he was getting because even though he was on the exempt list, he was still allowed to collect, his income, right? So now he has to give that back because now it's a suspension. That's really all he lost. He already was suspended in a way, except he was getting paid. Now he has to give that money back. By the way, one last guy I want to mention here, former Cowboy, offensive lineman from Mexico, Isaac Alarcon. He's floating around the NFL right now, and right now the Indianapolis Colts worked him out. And also offensive lineman Jared Veld here. Those are the 2 guys that worked out today. 36-year-old Veld here. He played last time in 2020 when he almost became the first player to start for 2 separate teams in the same postseason, in the same playoffs, which was the Colts, and at the time it was the Packers. He switched over in the middle of the playoffs. But to me, the bigger name is Isaac Alarcon. I hope he makes it somehow. I hope he gets back in the league. The Cowboys had him 3.5, 4 years there, basically building him up.
Always have a soft spot for him.
Yeah, I want to see him do well in the NFL somewhere. I know he was defensive line. They're calling him offensive line. So I'm assuming, he is still, they're looking at him for the O-line, not the D-line the way the Cowboys had him in his last year here with us in training camp this year, right? Mm-hmm. So just want to throw that out there and catch us up on some not old school, but some former Cowboy names. By the way, don't know if you guys watched this, but the Dak Prescott commercial, the new Dak Prescott commercial. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it is funny as hell. I retweeted it on our Twitter page. I'll talk about it in a moment because we got the 423 in the house from the man, Skeptical Fan, dropping the $4.23 holler and getting closer. I hear that dun 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 dun. the battle continues. Much love, the skeptical fan dropping that 423. What did he have to say?
So is Hendershot playing during the Eagles game?
Yep, he's active. Again, he was on the 53 last, after in this week. We moved off McEwen, who's on the injured reserve for at least 4 weeks. And now Hendershot's going to be the guy in the 53. Now, could he be inactive? I guess so, but we'll be real short at tight end. So he's expected to be at the very least, our third tight end. Right?
He's inactive.
Yeah, he's going to be our third tight end in this game.
So
much love there, skeptical fan.
Thank you, skeptical. Appreciate you. But let me hand things back to you, baby.
All right.
Although skeptical fan, amazing games, much love, Grimbot. Let me see, Bruce got the toxic juice, Airborne 83, much love. So yeah,
good. We're good. Hey, how about Dak's commercial today? I mean, it's not only.
I thought it was funny as shit.
It's a very important topic. Good reminder. I'll talk about it in a minute, but it is also, it catches your eye. It's humorous. It's great actually. So again, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. First off, today I think it was on Today's Show or something like that, one of these morning shows. He was there with Craig Melvin. They spoke about urging people to get screened for colorectal cancer. Again, there was a new kind of a new public service announcement, and it's a brand called, or a brand, I guess it's a
medical service
group. Yeah, it's a group. Yeah, Lead From Behind, which is literally your butthole, right? In the sense of Dak Prescott partners with Ryan Reynolds, actor, right, for a colon cancer PSA. It includes information about a test kit. It references stickers you could put at the bottom of your shit jug, I guess I'm going to call it. I'm going to be real about it. It's a shit collecting bucket, right? You put it on your toilet and you shit in it and you send it in and they tell you your results and stuff on hopefully not having colon cancer, rectal cancer. But you put a little sticker at the bottom of it, and they have a lot to choose from. According to Dak, they have, if you don't like marine wildlife, you put a dolphin sticker there. If you he referenced old-timey prospectors. If you don't like them, the 49ers. And then, of course, he said the rare predatory birds. And it was an eagle, like as in Philadelphia Eagles. Listen, the pictures we've seen, the Falcons, the Seahawks, the Rams, the referees, the Vikings, the Broncos, the Lions, the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Bills, the 49ers, the Jets, the Buccaneers or the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Bears, and of course, fuck the Eagles. Those are all the stickers you can put at the bottom of your shit bucket to shit on. Something you really don't mind shitting on. And that was the whole commercial. He was talking about shitting, and they beeped it out. It was funny. Dak kind of broke away from that all-American kind of, hey, I'm going to be clean, clean. It was pretty funny. Really, really great commercial, and I liked it a lot. But there's a deeper meaning to this, and I'll get to that in a minute. First, we got to go to the amazing one from the West Coast. Amazing Games, repping that star over everything.
Games.
And he dropped that 5 on it. What did he say?
My MCF, some West Coast love.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys, win.
That's really all that has to happen. We're going to say some things how we're going to win. But really, in the end, doesn't matter how we do it. Just win this fucking game, right? Amazing Games, you got it. You know it. And, Amazing Games on the top 5 right now on our list here. I do want to extra stress Mr. Amazing Games. He is, I think, just jumped up for another. Yep. I think his 5th. If he has membership, it'll be now his 6th raffle entry in this thing.
So 6th entry.
Yeah, 6. That's what we got. We want that 6 and beyond. So, hey, you can still go beyond that, and, we'll keep tracking it all the way to Saturday night. As we close it down for the raffle. Appreciate you, Amazing Games. Appreciate the West Coast love. Appreciate your representation of that star over everything, right?
But yeah, much love, by the way, Dustin Roberts, hello and hi. Skeptical fan, I'm almost positive it's called Here We Go.
What, the song?
The song,
yeah. It's by, Blackbeard and Preston something.
Something like that.
Yeah. So, we played it. We talked about it. We actually talked about it in detail yesterday. So, you guys can search for that and find it out, but only after the stream ends. Now, I do want to go back to this commercial that Dak had when it comes to the colon check, rectal check, when it comes to pooping in the bucket, preferably on a 49er or a Eagle. But the reason why he's focusing on Dak doing this commercial is because, again, he used humor to kind of expand the reach of this message. But his mother, Peggy Prescott, would definitely approve of this. Remember, she passed away because of that type of cancer. And, it adds to the reason of Dak's purpose, not just to like make money, or it was not just to like, push something he has no connection to. This is obviously just the suicide thing. He's got all these other, foundations. This is another way of giving back and trying to raise awareness for something that everybody should really be checking on at all times. He said after 45, but that's the great thing here Dak did on this. Now we're talking about, illnesses or things like this, try and prevent this stuff. We got to, of course, give the update on what went down with our head coach, Mike McCarthy. Now, we know he was supposed to be back at the start today. Today, he was back there this morning, guys. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy returned to the team facility as planned following that Wednesday surgery to address the acute appendicitis. McCarthy stayed connected. Remember that. We know that he stayed connected. He spoke today, so we're going to get a lot more detail about what went down. But McCarthy stayed connected with the team while being away between phone calls, Zoom calls, watching practice tape. He was gone, but let's be honest. He never really was truly gone. Now he's officially back in the flesh, in the house, ready to hopefully, pick up wherever we left off. It don't sound like we lost too much left off wise there, right? And returning to the facility, it was an interesting little, I guess you could say an intro for him there. A lot of people think it's something to do with like his own request. Hell no. Because when he returned, they had walk-in music for him. The Cowboys. I don't think it was the players. I think it was the Cowboy facility when he was walking through the hallways at 9 a.m. this morning. They had like a walk-in music. McCarthy walking into the facility. In the facility, in the office meeting, the offensive meeting where he needs to like touch base with the team. When they played Many Men by 50 Cent, which is fantastic. Tony Pollard confirmed that. It sounds like maybe the players did. Put it up there for me. Either way, it was a great way of, I think, it shows you the camaraderie between the players and the coaches, the love. It's there. It's real. It's genuine. It's not just they're doing it because he's the coach. They're doing it because they respect him and love him and vice versa.
Like him, yeah.
Yeah. And again, returned there and quote unquote, a lot of people said, well, why did McCarthy play that for himself? That's kind of, he probably didn't even know the song. He probably barely realized it until, he saw his team kind of looking at him, his team, his players, and they're like, hey, thank you for being back, coach. Pollard, he said that 50 Cent's Many Men was being played. As he walked into the offensive meeting, and Pollard said, quote, it was a cool little entrance. So great to see, to me, the chemistry, the brotherhood on the Cowboys players, coaches as well with the players. That's a major thing you don't get on every single team.
I agree.
Keep that in mind, guys. And by most accounts, media-wise, it's the best it's ever been. Like when Garrett was there, it was always that wall, right? Mm-hmm. It was always, even before this, it was a little bit of an uncomfortableness maybe between them. Now it's like they're brothers. All of them, the coaches and the players.
I think a better way of describing it is almost like they were like little cliques within the Dallas Cowboy team, right?
Now it's one big clique.
Yep. Coaches
and players involved. That's got to be good. That's got to mean a lot, in my opinion. So we had another guy jumping in here, Jerry Jones. This morning he had, I 105 through the fan, his interview. It was a quickie, because it's mainly about Mike McCarthy. And Jerry Jones said this about McCarthy returning so recently after having surgery for that acute appendicitis. Jerry Jones said, quote, there's no change in anything that he's going to be doing on Sunday night. Will be business as usual when it comes to the football.
End quote. Right, good to know.
Okay, we're going to find out more about what he means by that. Jerry Jones said that he himself had his appendix taken out when he was in college at Arkansas. So there you go. And then, they asked him about this game, this Eagle game, a big game, a huge game. How is he feeling? He kind of started off the interview that way. And Jerry Jones said, quote, well, I'm nervous, getting ready for Sunday. Jerry Jones said, quote, it will take a Herculean effort to beat the Eagles on Sunday night. Their record speaks for itself. They're that kind of team. End quote. That's per Jerry Jones. They're trying to say he's nervous. Listen, I'm excited nervous. I feel we're going to beat the Eagles. I truly do. If we lose them in any way, I'll be very disappointed. Not because it's a letdown. It's more because I really, truly, in my heart, believe we might not be able to beat I don't know if I feel this way against the Niners. I feel like we can beat them, but I don't know if I feel this way. Confident. I know our team is as good, if not better, than the Eagles. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens, though. The Cowboys got to play up to it. We're at home. No bullshit excuses. So that's kind of the Jerry Jones thing. Now, Mike McCarthy, walked into the building today. We know about the intro, the Many Men song by the Cowboy in the Cowboy offensive meeting. Great stuff there. I love to see the camaraderie. But now we got to see what Mike McCarthy himself said. Because he was there today, guys. Talked today in front of the media about the appendicitis scare and the game plan against the Eagles this week. So, baby, just break down some of it. I'll jump in there here and there. Let me know what you got when it comes to the big, long kind of press conference today about Mike McCarthy, how he's going to go forward with the Eagles. But first, about this appendicitis scare and what happened on Wednesday. How is he doing now through Thursday to Friday? So, what did he say?
I felt like I had a stomach virus for quite some time. And based on where the pain was, I never thought it would be the appendix. It wasn't on my right side. I had a rough night on Monday and Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, I came in early and heard athletic trainer Jim Marr look at it. So then we ran over to the hospital to have it scanned and just make sure everything was fine. And that's when they revealed it was the appendix, and obviously I had to go to surgery. But I feel good, and I anticipate everything staying normal come Sunday night.
So that's great news. We're hearing the background of how this came about, of course. He had this guy take a look at it, the Jim Morrow, of course, the head athletic trainer. And now he's been fully medically cleared. And stated there are no additional follow-up appointments required between now and this game against the Eagles Sunday night, December 10th. He said, quote, "I'm feeling great. I am good to go." So that's great news, obviously, there. But there's still more stuff about this. He's still recovering, right?
Yeah, added in there, I'm sore. So, as I'm sure you're supposed to be on day 2 post-op, but I'm fine. So, he also said that, again, that the whole point of it was like I said, he wasn't exactly expecting it to be his appendix, but then the pain, like you said, from like Monday into Tuesday, it got to a whole nother level. He was like, all right, hold up.
Well, Tuesday to Wednesday, yeah, that's when it got really bad. And it was the location is where he kind of got fooled about it, right? Now, he did express a lot of appreciation for the veteran players and the experienced assistant coaches for taking over while he was gone.
Saying, quote, "We just completed a coordinators meeting here this past half hour, and that's exactly what we concluded with. I had no stress." He said that the only game plan meeting that he missed this week was the short yardage and goal line. He did add that, he did the Thursday meeting with Dak and then Brian Schottenheimer virtually.
Yeah, that was supposed to be done overnight last night, so it sounds like he did that last night. And, he said, quote, "We got everything done that we normally get done on Thursday." So good clean day on Thursday, right?
So he also threw in there, in case anybody was wondering, he doesn't need any kind of additional medical checks or anything before being on the sideline for this game.
And that's a big question. He's going to be there.
He's going to be good to go. I know he said that already, but just kind of reiterating that because he's all clear, which is not surprising. Like I said, laparoscopic surgery. Usually, once they give you the release, the all clear. I mean,
you're pretty good.
McCarthy's going to start lifting more than 20 pounds on there on the sideline. I think you're good.
We're going to talk about the sideline situation, assuming he's back there. That's what it sounds like. And I'm going to talk about, very important, the reason we didn't skip a beat here is not just because of McCarthy's plan, but the way that the players and the experienced coordinators and coaches took over. But first, we got the drop, a J. Lou $2 holler from Jacob Vasquez in the house. Baby, what do you have to say with that J. Lou 2?
Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you. Said, love y'all. Cowboys forever.
Yeah.
Always Cowboys forever.
Much love.
Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate you.
Jason goes to 35 points on the Stream Boss.
So, by the way, a few comments here about Darius Slay, Dustin Robertson in there. Heard a rumor Slay hurt his knee in practice.
Yeah, listen, we're going to talk about the injury list, but let me just tell you, both teams are extremely 100% pretty much healthy. So keep that in mind.
That's why I was a little bit confused. I'm like, I thought everybody was good to go, but maybe I missed that.
I had talked about it yesterday, missing 2 games that we discussed here. How we knew it was going to be more of a maintenance thing than it is a true injury situation. So he's good to go. Well, we'll discuss that a little later.
And Jason Renfro, we'll go ahead and let you know how many Raffle entries you have as of now, here shortly. But Tupac with Mohawk, what's up? Much love. Just let me keep rolling back here.
I'll tell you, I could get a close range of things for Jason if he wants there. So
let's go ahead and do that. And by the way, Texas Twister, shout out to you. Make sure to stay safe out there on the road.
He's got 15 raffle entries plus his membership. So that's 16, I think he's got total right now. The man, Jason Renfro, leading the way. So, anyways.
Thank you, Jason.
So what I wanted to get back on here for a second, baby, is that these are battle-tested veteran coordinators and coaches. That's who we left us in the hands of, right? And also the leaders of the team, like Dak Prescott, DeMarcus Lawrence, who made sure that that offense and defense were working in unison and at the top of their game. So again, and doing this, knowing that these locker room leaders and these experienced coaches would be able to kind of keep these meetings and these practices going smoothly. So when he came back, it's not missing a beat. Very important in the middle of the week of a Cowboy Eagle battle here. So McCarthy put his 2 cents on that.
I think it was huge. I think it just speaks to the culture and the process we have here. We just completed a coordinators meeting. That's exactly what it concluded with. I was at peace with the direction and the correction, the installation of everything that went in on Thursday, and the pandemic taught us these things. Having the ability to be connected from any home office, so from my home office, was very helpful, and I'm fortunate to have that in place.
I mean, it's funny how the COVID, and DeMarcus Lawrence spoke about this yesterday, a couple days ago. COVID helped the Cowboys prepare for this exact situation.
Exactly. All those weird little random bumps in the road, okay, all of a sudden we have a guy who's here every day. He's going to be working remotely from home today.
Yeah, thank goodness for COVID.
How do we even get him set up on Teams? Does he even know how to click the little button to join the team meeting call and all that other shit?
All that stuff's old news now. Everyone knows how to do it, right? And McCarthy, maybe not computer literate, but now is because of COVID and those days of having to do anything virtually. So now, no missed beat here for the Cowboys on offense. And
exactly.
What else did he say about
and let's be real.
Being
one of the
released
reasons that McCarthy did push himself as much as he did, not that any other game wouldn't mean he didn't, but this game does mean a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
He had it in there. Since I've been released from the hospital, I've been totally engaged in the game plan. I'm focused on doing my part on Sunday night. I need to do a hell of a job. We're all committed to this, and that's really where my mind is right now.
So big stuff there coming from the big man, Mike McCarthy, coming back on this. He kind of went back on talking about the appendicitis during a week, like he just said, when we play the Eagles.
Yeah.
What did he say? Because it's got to be tough to have to know you have a huge game and you got to now kind of leave the facility for a couple of days, right?
He said, I was extremely frustrated when the scan came back. I think that's only natural. But I've seen a lot worse. There's never a good time for a medical situation, and I think the most important thing is the love and support and medical care that was available immediately, and I'm just very thankful for that.
So that's, again, just obviously it's frustrating in the middle of a week like this, but it had to be done, obviously. There's no around getting treated or he'd been dead. So, the league, NFL, we talked about it the other day, about that Niners-Eagles fight where the Eagle, security guy got involved, and now they're, big issues with shoving and pushing before the game, and coaches and getting shoved. And so McCarthy was, had to just kind of respond to the league memo sent out after that Eagles, head of security was involved in an altercation in that Niners-Eagle game. Dre Greenlaw was involved. The security guy was involved from the Eagles, shoving, pushing coaches. What did he say about that?
McCarthy said, well, they won't have to worry about me personally this week for sure. I won't be misbehaving at all.
Yeah, he ain't getting near anything that's going to be shoving, pushing, or can reopen his freaking sutures or whatever it may be. I'm not sure how it's it is with the laparoscopic, but he is definitely cannot get shoved and pushed around. But he's also not yet 100%.
Exactly. So it's going to be a little bit before he really gets back to that, 100% situation.
Yeah, I mean, again, he's got to be very careful. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, saying, I'm sure it's no different than anyone else. I think every surgery is a little different. And I had this a little longer than I thought I had, just based on the information from the surgeon, but I'm fine. I'm sore, as I'm sure you're supposed to be day 2 post-op. So basically just kind of saying, hey, the surgery itself, obviously it sucks. Obviously there's a recovery. But it sounds like more the appendicitis itself. He was probably dealing with some of that for a little while.
Lingered a little longer than usually they maybe expect to. But the risk of him standing on the sidelines. Remember, guys, it sounds like he's going to be on the sidelines.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's going to be on the sidelines. You could get run into, shoved, pushed. It could be celebration. You guys brought it up yesterday here on the stream. What if he celebrates? And he's jumping around. Players jump around with him.
Yeah, what if somebody just forgets and then just goes
or he forgets
and gives
in a way. There's an inherent risk with McCarthy standing on the sideline that, there's, compared to the safety of a coach's box, So what's the deal there? He's not stupid about the situation. He's going to be taking some precautions. And he kind of made some fun, made a joke or two about this. But he cannot get shoved or pushed around. Amazing Game said, hold on, I'm dropping that J-Lou $2 holler here.
Woo.
What did the man say?
My MCF West Coast J-Lou $2 holler.
Go Cowboys. Much love to you. Appreciate you, Amazing Games. He's got that Damone Clark / Tony Dorsett 33 on that stream boss for Jason Renfro. Much love, Amazing Games, as he's powering up, trying to go to the next level. Get another raffle entry. We'll see what happens. Now, I just wanted to say, pushed, shoved around, whatever it may be, what did McCarthy say about protecting himself but getting shoved or pushed around, whether it's celebration or something going down in the side, from the game of play to the sideline?
The need for protection, he said, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm definitely aware of that. I'll probably need to get bigger assistants standing next to me than I currently have, but I'll definitely be in touch with that.
So he's going to be noticing who's around him. I know he's got a guy who looks just like him. I think his name's something Cade. But the point is, that guy's huge. He's as big, as big as McCarthy, big guy. It looks like his body double. But either way, it's he'll probably be one of the guys standing near and around Mike McCarthy, insulating him from the football, antics that go on in a game, whether on the field or on the sideline. So that looks to be the way that it's going to be handled by Mike McCarthy. Yeah. And this surgery. So any quick comments on this here, baby? Hit up the chat for a minute. I'm going to be right back. Hit up the chat, though.
It cracks me up because Foxy's friend said, I'll step in for Big Mike. Hey, grab your clipboard, grab a donut or something, and, hop to it, right? Jacob Vasquez said, I love McCarthy. He's a Super Bowl champ. Something Sirianni will never do. Hell to the yeah. Again, McCarthy is definitely not just proven in the pedigree department, right? But he's definitely earned the love and respect of this team in a way that is unprecedented, at least here within Big D in a while. Yeah. So Bruce got the toxic juice. Said, I don't know, maybe Mike McCarthy should just be in the booth. Again, I'm gonna assume that they'll make sure that he is far enough back or off to the side or somewhere where those plays can't really affect him as much. I mean, unfortunately, the sideline is an inherently dangerous place. Oh. So, he knows the risk that he's taking. I'm sure he's going to be fine. He's taking the proper precautions. For the most part, pretty much everyone ends up being fine. So, you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying, it's not like we have even, regular people get run into or hurt or something on a regular 17 basis, times a game. Yeah, it's something that happens occasionally. So, again, the risk is there, but unless somebody really wants to be a dick and is, purposely targeting McCarthy on the sideline, we'll be fine.
He's fine. He'll be fine. So, moving on, speaking of injuries, that's the McCarthy injury. What about our injuries?
What about him?
Well, as the practice went through today, McCarthy kind of talked upon here, just no issues in practice. He was not stressed. He good to go. So good news, great news on all fronts when it comes to McCarthy. But a little walk through practice today, light pads, whatever, light jog, mock game, whatever the Cowboys do. We had some final designations, and 3 guys on this list right now: Rico Dowdle, Peyton Hendershot, and Matt Waletzko. Rico Dowdle all week, and saying the last month and a half, has been limited in practice and maybe has a full day here and there. Never missed a game. Same thing. Limited all week, full practice today. No game status designation. He's 100. He's ready to go. He's going to be the backup to Pollard. He's going to get some snaps. You got Hendershot. Missed the last 7 weeks. 4 on IR and 3 on this 21-day window. He's been fine for a month. They finally got him back on there. He is fully good to go. This is his 5th week in a row of full practice. No game status designation. He is 100% to go. Hendershot, to me, is going to be our third, behind Schoonmaker, our third tight end in this game. And the last guy on this list, Matt Waletzko, who, by the way, he is not on our 53-man roster. He's still in the 21-day window, coming back from the injured reserve like we had with Hendershot the last 3 weeks. We're not activating him. He's out for this game, even though he had 2 last days were full practice. So he's going to be healthy to go. It's just a matter of when we want to put him on the roster. And it'll probably happen after a week where we lose some. Hopefully, if we got to lose somebody, hopefully somebody way down on our depth chart, the 53rd guy in our team or something, And then we can move him into that 53rd spot for Weletsko if needed. So that's the way that's looking for the Cowboys. No players in the Cowboys' actual 53-man roster carry any kind of game status designation for Sunday night against the Eagles. Like I said, only Matt Weletsko is out because he's not even active to make in this game. He's still in the 21-day practice window. He's on injured reserve still. So, of course, he can't play. Now, what about the other side of things? The Eagles. They're preparing. They prepared Friday, by the way, in practice. They had Shaq Leonard. He was at number 50 yesterday. In case you see him in this game, he is now number 53, which is his normal number he had with the Colts. He'll be number 53. Why? Because they waived Christian Ellis, which was picked up by the Patriots, and that was his old number. Now Shaquille Leonard, Darius Leonard now will have number 53 in this game. So if he gets in there, I don't see him playing too much, but he will be in this game. He will be active. When you look at the injury list for the Eagles, every single player has no game status designation, and they're all active for this game. All of them. Grant Calcaterra, tight end, full practice all week, good to go. You had Dallas Goedert back from IR, all week, had full practice. He is 100% to go. We're getting their best now. And last time he played was against us with Marquise Bell. They claim that he did it on purpose and broke his arm. Well, now he's back. A little revenge from them. Let's see what they got because we're ready. It was not done on purpose, by the way. And then you have other guys. Jack Stahl with the knee, limited, but then full the last 2 days in practice. He's fully good to go. You have Fletcher Cox, who was getting some rest days there with the groin. The full practice the last 2 days. He's good to go. Zach Cunningham at linebacker. I was watching him. Limited 2 days. Full go today. No game status issue. So he is 100% to go. Their starting linebacker. And I say starting linebacker. He plays a role for them, a major role there. Julio Jones, who I thought was going to be out. They didn't practice all week today. He was limited. And he's also good to go for the game. So Julio Jones will be a receiver available for them. I think the biggest name on this list is the one you guys brought up earlier, is Darius Slay, cornerback. He had a rest day with a knee injury on Wednesday. We talked about the Thursday situation yesterday where he also did not practice with the same designations there. Today he was full practice. Darius Slay, the number one corner, is full go. Now, is he 100%? Who knows? But he's still a top cornerback. He's going to be out there. He's going to be playing on the outside, not the slot. That's why you attack with CD in the slot. But anyways, we talked about that a lot yesterday. To me, though, overall, it's pretty freaking unbelievable that we're in week 14 of the season. These teams have played 13 games apiece. And both these teams have only one player who was not a full participant in practice today. Of course, that was Julio Jones, who is still good to go for the game. But the Cowboys and Eagles had basically everybody on a Friday practice on week 14. Only one guy who had a limited status, which was Julio Jones. Every single player from both teams are ready to go who are not on the IR list. So this is the healthiest these two teams can be right now. And it being week 14, it is insane to me that that there's this much health on both these teams right now.
Yep. So, I'm Mary Alvarez. Much love to you.
Mary in the house.
Take it easy. And even you, 28 Alice, thank you for coming through and hitting like at least, guys, if you are coming through, whether you're chilling, hanging with us, or just doing a little MCF drive-by, take a second, hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us anywhere and everywhere at MyCowboysFamily. Hop the Discord link for that's in the description box down below.
Now, we also have, I got to shout this out because we talk about, raffle entries. What's this raffle entry about? You can hit exclamation point raffle and find out. But baby, why don't we tell them a little break here, a little commercial break for the man, Dead Lunatic, bringing it to life here for us. A fantastic 4-prize raffle, halftime of the Eagle game. And we're going to have 4 separate winners here for 4 great prizes. How do you get into this thing?
Again, you drop $10, bam, you are automatically entered.
Or 5 and 5, or 3, 3, 3, 3, or exactly.
It is cumulative. And speaking of cumulative, you know what else is? The entries, guys, because every $10 is considered another entry. So
yep, you can stack them.
Stacking.
Unlimited entries, in case you're wondering. And it's a bonus entry if you're in the membership, Navy, Blue, Silver, Star, or over everything. Bonus entry for you guys as well once you hit the $10 mark. And then we got to talk about the 4 prizes, baby.
Of course, in 4th place, guys, you have this awesome cowboy car package. Again, the decal, you have the license plate frame, the stickers, pretty much anything you
Flags,
need to
lanyard.
rep your cowboy car the right way. Of course, in 3rd place, you have the customizable shirt, any name, any number on the back, and the Micah Parsons embroidered signature cap.
Love it. That's 3rd. What's 1st and 2nd place, baby?
Again, your choice of an authentic, like, stitched-in jersey. Of course, as long as it's available, we got you. Any name, any number, any player,
many different styles. Cowboy Mosh bringing it, but you know who's bringing all 4 of these prizes to the forefront? It's none other than the Lunatic. Much love to him.
Thank you to the man, the Lunatic. Appreciate you, of course, for helping to make it happen.
Yes, and congrats to everybody in it. Good luck to everybody in this raffle. Sunday night, halftime of this game, we'll be picking 4 winners for 4 of these 4 great prizes. There you go, baby. Now we're good. Any last comments in the chat before we get rolling?
Mary,
into that?
You must have hopped in here right after we shouted out Dak and mentioned that. But yes, we did talk about him in his commercial. Yeah.
Yes, we discussed that in detail. I even retweeted it over on our X, or re-X'd it. I don't know what you call it anymore. But we have it on our Twitter page in case you missed it there. You can check it out there. But it's great. We talked about it, and great thing that Dak is doing. A great commercial overall.
So, anyway, that's it on my side, baby. Let me hand things back off over to you.
So this is important here, baby. We need to all focus together. Analytics. And this is not going to be the boring, the numbers and this and that. This is very important to the way that now he's back in the house here. Mike McCarthy has kind of got in tune with his changes on offense. Let me explain what I mean by this. Analytics can mean a lot of different things. All right? It can be used for decision making in games. It can be used for player evaluation.
Yeah.
Managing the salary cap, even. Job titles are intentionally broad and, kind of like general to protect proprietary strategies and does not kind of give an edge at like, what does he do? What is that? So because, the Cowboys, of course, we beat Seattle last week. We got through that game. We got through the game and, pulled out a close win there, 41-35. But because we got the victory, people overlooked some of the issues I still saw, and you guys brought it up too.
We had
with McCarthy.
Struggles in that game,
and not just struggles. There was also this is about the play calling side of things, the decision making side of things, which analytics should be helping this team. Now, there's some no brainers that McCarthy missed, in my opinion, guys. He didn't get a blistering interrogation, kind of on his analytics process because we won the game. But there's a lot to wonder about. McCarthy did not. A lot of people complain about McCarthy not going for 2 after we got a touchdown. We could have tied it. It was 27-28 instead of going for 2.
We just went for the extra point.
Yeah, earlier. So again, that is a thing that the analytics might have said go for 2. So that's a game decision there. Oh, we got ourselves a gifted membership to Grimbot. Congrats to Grimbot. But why, baby? Why? Who's the gifting for a fantastic gifting family member?
Thank you very much, Mary Alvarez.
Oh.
The current gifting membership queen.
Ooh, and the gifting queen is, again, moving on up this board, multiple different directions there. Still in 3rd on the overall board. Up there with Skeptical and Jason Renfro on the top 3 board, but she's also at the top of the board when you look at the gifting membership side of things. Much love to Mary Alvarez here in the house, who now still in 3rd place, but right there, actually, let me see. Yeah, she's still in 3rd. She's got 10 gifted memberships. Skeptical has 12. Jason has 14. The battle ensues. Mary getting closer and closer to the top. Appreciate you as always. And again, cannot do this with your guys' love and support. Another gifting membership is a great way of showing the love to us and the family members that get a navy blue membership, which allows them to drop those emojis and more. Get those bonus raffle entries. A lot of pluses there, perks when it comes to that entry level navy blue crew, which you get a free one there if you get it gifted by one of these fantastic family members here in our house. And Mary Alvarez, always appreciate you. Always go Cowboys. You know it.
Always.
Yeah. So, as we keep rolling here, analytics-wise, I want to make sure that I also bring up the fact that 2-point conversion decision, analytically, he went away from the analytics, technically, on that one. Amazing Game said, let me put the 3 points up. He kicks it through the uprights, and he puts that $3 Brandon Cooks holler. Much love to Amazing Games, who, by the way, with that, he's now, I think, 5 away from another raffle entry. Good luck to him. With that drop, he also takes Jason Renfro to that Wanye Thomas. 30 points on the stream, boss.
Oh, thank you so much, Amazing Games, with a fist bump.
Go
Go Cowboys.
Yeah. Go Cowboys. Much love to you, sir. So, how do we do this with the analytics? That, to me, is a little messed up there in the third quarter. Instead of going for 2, he didn't do that. But what about, to me, it was worse when it came to, well, he decided to kick a field goal in the Cowboys' final possession to go up by 6 points inside the 2-minute warning. Remember that point of things, guys? He decided not to go for that very 4th and short. Would have forced the Seahawks going the whole way across the field. Analytics probably said, go for it. Go for that. You get the first down, game is over. But he decided not to do that. And to me, it was even worse. Because we went for a pass to the end zone. Dak threw an incompletion instead of running the ball. Not on Dak's fault. That's on McCarthy's fault. We went for the end zone, tried to win the game, tried to score a touchdown. We threw the ball and then stopped the clock with 1:43. Again, that's 3 different analytical fuck-ups, in my opinion, if you're looking at the analytics of the situation. Now, we won the game. So, and McCarthy did the right moves in the end. It was, sometimes you got to use that gut, even if it has appendicitis.
Yeah, the player execution definitely was an 11 out of 10 at least when it came to the end of that game. But, yeah, definitely some play calling situations that...
Yeah, it was more about the play calls, though. We had execution issues with CeeDee Lamb dropping the pass and that kind of stuff. I'm going to talk about that.
And that's literally why I said that towards the end of the game, player execution was great, but the play calling itself was the problem. And that was a thing, guys. Again, whether it was not going for 2 in the end of the third, whether it was not going for the first down on 4th and short with a minute and 40 to go, and then we went for a pass. That's 3 mistakes easily. Especially that pass. You could have left them with only, you could have ran the ball, try to get the first that way, or run 40 seconds. They had no timeouts, and they would have got the ball back with under a minute to go instead of 1 minute and 40 seconds. So that's an analytical fuck up of McCarthy. He went with his gut. Sometimes it was all right. Sometimes I don't think it was all right call there. But when McCarthy arrived back in 2020. He inherited listen to this. Listen to what he had at the time. A 2-person full-time analytics staff. That's it. 2 people were running the analytics department for Dallas when he arrived there. And then he designated 4 more members of his own coaching staff into kind of a hybrid coaching and analytics role. So we had 2 main analytics guys and 4 part-time analytics guys. And that was the big analytics upheaval we did when he came in. That's not that much. Yeah.
That is crap, to be honest. And I don't know if that's on him or was it on the front office, the Cowboys, the Joneses,
it has to
right?
start somewhere, right?
It feels like it's with the Joneses on that. So the Cowboys then, let me just fast forward to now. This offseason, Cowboys hired 5 new people. 5 new personnel for the analytics side of things to make up a brand new analytics staff for the first analytics expansion in Dallas during the McCarthy era. There, again, more brains in Dallas now behind the scenes than ever before. And they're actually, listen, this is so important. This is the difference. They're actually allowed to sit with the coaches, the football guys. It's not just the nerds, and they do their thing, and then one person passes the paper to the football guy, and then they give it to the coaches, and then they talk about it. This is an actual, they come together, guys. This is different.
Like, they are allowed to be part of and involved with the team.
You see them behind
Integrated.
You see them behind Dan Quinn all the time. 4 or 5 of them hanging out back there. They're actually welcome to sit with these guys. Literally, the brains are now given a seat in the coaches booth on game day. They're given 3 seats. For there are 5 or 6 or 7 people they got in there. So you'll see Malapali, you'll see some of these other guys, Park. You see those guys in there. Now, just before, oh, by the way, they are also all included in all the meetings, which was never done before as well. This analytics team is now there with Jerry Jones. They're now there with Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn and Schottenheimer. You guys feel me? This was never done before in Dallas. Just before that, McCarthy was hired in January of 2020. McCarthy kind of boasted the fact that he had a lot of interest in analytics, which was at the time, kind of like still on the fringes.
A bit of a, let's be honest, a bit of a dumb statement.
Well,
like when we first initially heard it, we're like, oh,
it was also,
okay.
But even analytics at the time, especially for the Cowboys, was a fringe thing. So, again, he was known in 13 years. He was criticized for bad clock management. He told reporters he spent a year away and fixed things, whatever he was. He said he visited the PFF office in Cincinnati. And then he was imagining his dream, he said. He said this in his hiring, when he was hired in his press conference. He said he was dreaming he'd have an 8-person staff. And he said he wanted a role called the Coordinator of Mathematical Innovation. Like, he wanted a role like that at the time. So, this never came to, like I said, he got 4 coaches that did part-time work and had 2 that were already there before he was there. So, that's not really what he never got what he wanted until now. This offseason. Analytical staffers across the league took note of what the Cowboys did this summer in their hiring spree. It looked like what the Cowboys are doing was trying to get an edge. Whatever it took as an edge when it comes to hiring this respected talent for the analytics department, the Cowboys hired John Park away from the Colts to head the department here with the Cowboys and gave him the freedom to build his own staff. John Park, he played high school football. He has degrees from Duke and Columbia. He worked as an insurance actuary, but he pivoted back to football at the age of 30, picked up an entry-level coaching role at Rutgers. From there, he went to the league office, and then the Colts found his footing and applied his math and data analysis strengths to in-game decision-making and player evaluation. That's why he's in Dallas. And then he found one of his analysts, Sarah Malapalli from the Ravens. They're known for having the most robust analytics department in the NFL. Then he hired Brian Davis, who has a doctorate in statistics from the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays have one of the MLB's biggest analytics staff. It's kind of like that Moneyball movie, if you guys seen it. So William Britt was also hired, who played football in college and came to Dallas from the Steelers. And they also hired engineer Max Lyons from a video game developer. That's the Cowboys analytics staff. Those are the 5 new people we brought in. And John Park was given, free reign over this. The previous analytics staff, you know what they used to do? They used to meet with coordinators individually and were never in team meetings with full staff and players because the hybrid coach analytics people, they were the ones that bridged the gap. So the actual analytics guys never even talked. It was the football guys, the coaches that kind of did a little analytics on the side. They were the ones in the meetings. In Indianapolis, the Colts, John Park, who's the head of our analytics department, he eliminated the space between the football guys and the brains of the whole statistical side, analytical side of stuff. And that's where he integrated his staff the same way in Dallas. That's exactly what he did in Dallas. Now, so now he took these guys and instead of making it a split between the nerds and the football guys, he merged them together. That's what he wanted in Dallas, and he did that with the Colts. He did that in Dallas as well. It's interesting what Zach Martin said. This is the football player, Zach Martin. He said this about the analytics crew, quote, "They are in every single meeting. Every week, coaches putting numbers up in front of us, tendencies and production numbers." End quote. Guys, that's exactly the way you use analytics. That you're putting percentages and what this player's tendencies are, and they're presenting it to the players.
And like I said,
they know what they're doing.
They have this type of direct access. There's basically cutting out the middlemen and letting these guys get their own numbers, get their own feedback, their own feel, right? Because that's the thing. Analytics, like the numbers by themselves, won't necessarily tell the story. It's about, hey, how do we use these numbers to implement it and work it into what it is that we're doing, which is why I think it's interesting that they're allowed to go to the meetings, because obviously that, to me, is what that's for. Like, they don't need to go to the meetings to get the numbers.
Right. They have to go to the meetings in order
to figure out how to effectively build those numbers and work it into. Yeah,
you got to give the numbers to the players. That's how you help these players know what the next opponent's going to do when you see the tendencies or what they're doing. And they do it as a group, as a team, together, not just those guys to one guy. And then that guy presents it to the team. It's the guys presenting it to the team. That's a major difference we haven't had here in Dallas. Stop the presses, baby. We got ourselves a 5 on it.
Woo.
From Spock, can you save me in the house? What do you have to say?
Huge shout out to you, Spock, saying, where's Marco? Whatever. There's a Commanders and Giants podcast who are rooting for Dak. Some of our own so-called fans want Cooper Rush.
So, I can't believe that's still going on out there.
Huge shout out to you, Spock. I appreciate you, of
much
course.
love.
Much love. And Mark was actually here yesterday.
Yeah.
I can confirm he is most definitely not rooting for any team other than our Cowboys.
Yeah, he's definitely big time. Dak Prescott showing it. Of course,
even he admitted that he does not want Cooper Rush in the game right now.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious to almost pretty much any real knowledgeable fan should know that. I mean, shit, even a casual fan knows Cooper Rush ain't it, but Dak is. And again, Dak has gotten better with McCarthy's improved scheme. But Dak could always do this. It's a matter of getting the right scheme with it and flowing right. So, yes, Spock, even Marco Seppian is he just says the opponents haven't been that tough, but I also brought up some points to him that kind of leveled that field out a little bit. It was all last night here in MCF. Appreciate you, Spock. Can you save me? And he is 5 away from getting in the raffle.
That's right.
So getting an entry in the raffle. So much love to Spock. Jason goes up 25 points, by the way. Deshaun Wright on the stream boss. So appreciate you guys, and let's go Cowboys. Now, you heard what I was saying here, right?
Which part specifically?
Zach Martin.
Okay.
Talking about...
talking about the analytics crew.
Yeah, how they're involved in every single meeting, every week. The coaches are putting up percentage numbers and tendencies that come from the analytics department, guys. Direct, not from McCarthy or from this guy, from the analytics department, the nerds. So what Zach Martin mentioned is pretty much basic analytics work, but Stephen Jones himself said, quote, there's a lot more in the soup than that. Stephen Jones said that John Park, the head of analytics, and his staff are involved in everything from coaching decisions and game planning to scouting and draft evaluations to free agency, everything. It's not just they're here for just a couple of numbers and a tendency or two. Mm-hmm. They're here in every level of the Cowboy decision making, from Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, McCarthy, coaches, and on and on. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is amazing. It's a huge change, and you can see some of these changes, I think. Some of these things, you're seeing it come through to the players and the coaches from the analytics department. And I'm going to say this. Listen, it's too early to definitively, evaluate this new analytics staff. They were here a little bit later than we wanted them to be here in July or whatever, in August. If they had been here in February and March, it would have been probably in motion from the beginning this way. But there are, let me just tell you how it shows on the field. So you guys see it. You guys know what it's about. There's some analytically accepted on-field concepts that show the impact of the analytics department. McCarthy is calling more passes this year. The Cowboys are passing way more on first down this year, which is traditionally a low-risk rundown, which is a sign that the analytics department is showing their influence here. This is not done in the past. Per PFF this year, the Cowboys are passing at the 5th highest rate above expectation on first down.
Okay.
That is the highest in McCarthy's career. So that's analytics pushing McCarthy to do more.
You know what? It's trending in a positive direction.
Yeah.
So
analytics is pushing it, and it's working. The Cowboys have used play action, something I've been saying since day one on MCF. Use more play action. The Cowboys have used play action more this year than any other year under Mike McCarthy. 17% of the plays we've been doing play action. That is 4th in the NFL. 4th most play action in the NFL. I love it. That is up from 14.7% in 2022, and they've also diversified their personnel groupings. They've moved in like the Tolberts and the Turpins into some of these groupings and tight ends. And so the Cowboys have already run 30 or more snaps with an NFL high 6 different personnel groupings. I'm talking about like 2 fullbacks and a receiver. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way 22 personnel, 21, 20. There's a lot of different weird personnel. 6 different groupings, guys. They have never run more than 3 groupings in this rate in a season. We already had 6 different. So this is not McCarthy. Some of it's McCarthy, but this is not only McCarthy or only this or that. It is analytics deeply involved here. forcing these changes because they work. It's working. One last thing. One last little note here before we dive deeper into this actual matchup. But I have to give you guys the analytics because that's what's helping this team, and that's going to help us against the Eagles. Go back to 2020 real quick. The Cowboys motioned. Remember that motion deal? We motioned a little bit above league average, and then we dipped below league average in 2021 and 2022. That's not good. I've been screaming more motion. Don't stay static. We cannot be non-moving here. That trend continued this year of not having motion until after our bye week when I said McCarthy better fucking change this shit and use more motion, more play action. After the bye week, 2 weeks of break there, basically, there was introspection with the analytics staff and the coaching staff, and they combined to incorporate any edge they could find. The Cowboys have now jumped up to using motion at the snap, 56.1% of the plays. That is now 9th most in the NFL. 1,000%. This is the analytics, the analytical staff's the impact here. No question. And McCarthy himself said, quote, "It's a game of inches" when we lost to the Eagles last time. Remember that? Little coach speak there. Yeah. 28-23, you lost to them. And literal inches with Schoonmaker falling inches short. And he said, quote, "We came up an inch or two short on a couple of plays." This new analytics staff has been improving since then and before then, but they've been improving now even more. They have a big job to make sure the Cowboys can advance further this postseason. We got to find those missing inches. We got to win, starting with this game here against the Eagles, beating the Eagles. That's why it's very important that the analytics department was also here and kind of rolling forward with McCarthy's plan while McCarthy was out.
I agree.
So this is major stuff, major stuff.
He gave them, and several throughout, right? Gave lots of praise for the way that we were able to keep things on track.
Yeah. And the analytics staff, even though he didn't say it too much, they were also important in this mix. At these meetings, putting through the analytics that help McCarthy and the coaches come up with a great game plan going forward. By the way, much love, a $10 holler by Spot Can You Save Me?
Ooh.
And that puts him in the raffle halfway to another entry if you wanted to in this raffle. Much love to Spock. I'm going to move him up the board, but you got to let me know what he said.
He said, "Take these dollars and give them to your brothers and your sisters. Are you ever going to have call-in lines?" First of all, Spock, thank you. Appreciate the love. And
we had one.
We did one during the bye week. We'll probably be doing one before the end of the year.
Yeah,
officially.
Right there between that Washington
season.
game / playoffs. Right before that, we're gonna pop one in there.
Yes. And then we'll do, obviously, an official end of the season type of call-in.
Hopefully,
once everything is all said and
after
done,
the Super Bowl.
and we're talking about our Super Bowl parade.
That's the hope. After the Super Bowl. That's what I'm looking forward to. Much love, Spock. Appreciate you. He's, again, a lot of people on the board these last 2 weeks. It's a 2-week board. Remember that. Calvin Richard now, they're right tied with Spot Can You Save Me for 16th place on the board. Hit up a couple quick comments, maybe. I did my analytics rant of there. Course. I'm going to break into a couple last things. We're almost done on the Eagles, and then we're calling it a night. But I want you to hit a couple comments in the chat right now, if you can.
Let me roll back a little bit here and appreciate the love there, Jacob. That's very kind of you.
Much love, Jacob.
Here.
We're trying to bring it for you guys. We're trying to bring this not the news we want to tell you about.
And by the way,
we want to tell you guys the facts.
You are officially now.
Yes, you're in the raffle.
Not just in the raffle, but you do get that bonus entry since you are an MCF
That's
member.
true. So he's got 2 entries. He's $5 away from a 3rd entry. Up his chances, one of these 4 great prizes. So congrats and much love.
Just throwing that out there since I did see that little comment there in the chat. Rich Scotty saying, "Think Cooper Rush should be traded to Kellen Moore along with Martin Lawrence, and then we get a first and Slater."
It's funny. We're not gonna get that much. Not for Cooper Rush, but that's a funny little. Hey, if Kellen Moore wants to help us out, that'd be a great thing he can do for us. That's funny.
Hey, that would be great, right? Foxy's friend said our defense has to shut them down tomorrow, get some picks and fumbles.
Yeah, officially, I guess it is tomorrow now, officially, right?
Yeah, this does have to be like a complete team victory in the sense that I don't see us winning without a little bit of help from offense, without a little help from defense, without a little help from special
teams. You got to play a very clean game. And McCarthy, offense, he's got the analytics. Hopefully that's going to work out that way. Schottenheimer, whatever, running, he's kind of the running guy here. He's kind of got the running plays going, but hey, I think we need more from him, but either way, he's going to be helping this thing. Of course, Dan Quinn, got to do better on defense. Got to do better on defense. Got to do better on defense. Special teams, just do your thing. You've been doing all year, Bones. This coaching staff should have these guys ready for this game. So when we talk about this game, first of all, Jason Renfro, I got to shout this out. 15 points on the stream, boss. He's hanging on by a thread over there on the king of the stream right now. But that's 15 points away. Someone could take that over literally in a second. Now look, I want to make sure first and foremost we talk about these motherfuckers, the refs. First and foremost, guys. Let me throw this up, too, behind it, because they love the Eagles. We talked about John Hussey and his crew. They love the Eagles. This is what's crazy, baby. Listen to this. Listen to this. It's not even about this crew. It's any crew, refereeing crew. Listen to this.
Okay.
The Eagles have been flagged this entire season. Flags, again, accepted or not accepted. The Eagles have been flagged for 4 offensive holding penalties this season.
Okay.
This okay.
I mean, that's not a lot, but 4 offensive holdings.
Yeah, I mean that's almost
for an entire half of the season.
An entire season, like entire 14 weeks, 13 games. My point is, I don't know if you're understanding this. That is criminal that they only have 4 flags thrown against them.
I kind of figured that's where you're going with that. It's just the way you're making it sound was like, oh my god, that's so many. I'm like, what are you talking about?
No, baby, 4 is the opposite. It is so little.
Yeah.
We've had 4 in one game. We've had 4 on Terrence Steele in one fucking game.
Well, we knew that, this just backs up what we already suspected in our minds. That the Eagles definitely got a lot of lucky breaks when it comes to those penalties, yellow flags are flying.
But specifically holding, which we better have some fucking holes when Micah gets through there. 4 offensive holding penalties called, not even accepted, called against the Eagles this year. That's not even accurate. That's not even real. That's bullshit. So, will they throw a couple this game? We'll see. Keep that in mind. 4 fucking, not flags, holding flags only. That's a lot. That's a very small amount of holding flags. The Cowboys have 22 called against us holding flags this year. 22 holding penalties thrown at the Cowboys. The Eagles had 4. 4 of them were declined for the Cowboys. We had 18 accepted holding flags against the Cowboys offense this year. 22 total, 4 that were declined. The Eagles had 4 the entire fucking season. Yeah, we've declined this entire year. Oh, not we haven't. Opposing teams have declined the same amount of penalties as the Eagles have actually gotten thrown against them this entire fucking season. So if you want to say they're cheating, you can say, if you want to say it's a conspiracy, I don't believe in that shit. I don't care. I don't like it. My point is, expect it, Cowboy fans. Family, expect that we have to overcome the front office of the Cowboys, Jerry Jones and that clown show shit sometimes. We got to overcome the opposition, the Eagles in this game, and we got to overcome the referees every game. It's unfair, but if you want to win a Super Bowl, that's what we got to do. So, again, got to be very clean on the offensive line. They're looking to throw flags on us. And the Eagles, they just don't seem to see it. Maybe they think they're too good, and they really are. Either way, the Eagles don't get called for flags. So don't expect it.
Fans will be the first ones to say, oh, but this is not fair.
They're the first one that bitch. So, look, the other thing about this, maybe, this is something that people really complain about when it comes to refs. Why does the NFL, you guys said in the chat the other day, why does the NFL, a multi-billion-dollar business, not put more effort into hiring full-time refs? If the refs mess up as a referee for a professional football game, they got another job they go through during the week, guys. Here's a list of head referees and their careers from Monday to Friday. Brad Allen, nonprofit CEO. Trey Blake, software quality assurance manager. Cleet Blakeman, an attorney. Carl Sheffer, sales manager. Land Clark, chief building official. Alan Eck, tax manager. Adrian Hill, aerospace software engineer. Sean Hockley is a financial advisor. Alex Kemp is an insurance agent. Clay Martin is a high school administrator and basketball coach. Scott Novak is a sales manager. Brad Rogers is a college professor. Sean Smith works in finance. Ron Torbert is an attorney. Bill Vinovich is a CPA. Craig Whirlstead is an athletic director. And our referee for this week, his name is John Hussey. And the Eagles are 7-0 when he refs their games. John Hussey's a sales representative. There's no penalties for these guys. They go their regular job. Who cares?
From clearly all walks of life there. You know what I mean? High school administrators and teachers and stuff.
That's the
one
that stuck out.
Like
that's the only one that stuck out to me.
Non-profit CEO type of shit. So I'm just saying that's
just
a wide range there.
You guys brought it up. You know, I wanted to make sure I looked it up and brought what you guys bring to the table. I want to match the energy you guys are bringing. So thank you for making me look that up and see it and just bring it to you guys in full HD here on MCF.
Now, Jared Jones said, "Don't worry, my Cowboys family. I'll have these refs paid up before our game. I have all their Cash App info."
Yeah, that's exactly what we need there, Mr. Jera Jones. In fact, forget the ref check. Let's get the Jerry check. Appreciate you, Jerry Jones, stopping in, bringing your 2 cents to the table. I do. I also like to. I always like to bring up Jerry in his full glory hole. In this version of Jera Jones with the red eyes, he's smoking it up. He's getting ready for this weekend. He's got the Christmas trees blazing. So hey, Jerry, pay these fucking refs if that's what you got to do. I don't really give a flying fuck. Just get it done so we don't get a monstrosity of penalties for breathing on the fucking Eagles the wrong way. In the end, though, like I've said again and again and again, we control this. The Cowboys have to overcome it. Case fucking closed. Now, as we wrap this thing up tonight, guys, hit the like, hit subscribe, hit that bell. Get your last thoughts and comments in. If you want to get in this raffle, well, there's your chance to sneak into this thing right now here at the buzzer, basically. And you know what raffle we're talking about? It's that fantastic 4-prize raffle by De Lunatic. $10 to get in, unlimited entries. Couple days to go tonight and tomorrow. It's over. Membership bonus entry. If you hit 10, you get that bonus entry. What do you win? 4th place. This card package here. Multiple different things to put in your car. Rep that star. And then you see it here. The gear package. The one-of-a-kind shirt, which is basically a shirt jersey. Any name, any number there. Mm-hmm. Cowboys hat. Oh, yeah. But you get the Micah original there. The signature autograph embroidered into the hat with the 11. And then 1st and 2nd place, you can't really beat that with a bat. It's the embroidered, sewn and stitched, authentic like jerseys, old and new. Any of these styles for the time frames, old school. You got the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the color rush, the throw, all that stuff. And a lot of different players, a lot of choices. You get to choose. We're not giving you the one we want to give you. You're choosing. So if we have it, you got it. 1st place, 2nd place, same prize. Fantastic stuff. Brought to you by the Lunatic. Good luck to everybody in this, stacking raffle entries, and much love to Lunatic for making this 4-prize raffle happen. Halftime of the Eagles-Cowboys game Sunday night, December 10th. I can't wait. Now, speaking of this game, let's get right to it. We talked about, this game in itself, baby. This Sunday game against the Eagles will mark the 79th time the Cowboys have played on Sunday Night Football. That is almost 20 games more than the next team. Almost 20 games more. 79 for us, and who cares? They're so far back, it'll take them 20 years to catch us.
Right.
Football Night in America, the Cowboys, that's the way it goes. Football Night in America is the name of Sunday Night Football. The Cowboys run the show. Don't ever try to say the Cowboys are not America's team, and if you do, you better say they're the world's team. Or as we say, the universe's team. Now, let's get to the quick little couple of facts I saw from Patrick Walker. I want to bring up about how we win this game. The must win, the keys to victory. Listen to this. Jalen Hurts is pressured on 38%. And I'm actually going to throw them up on here for us so we can see the offense, their offense versus our defense. Jalen Hurts, number 1, is pressured by that offensive line that's supposed to be so good. Doesn't hold or has any penalties there. Yeah. 4 for the whole year. He's pressured on 38% of his dropbacks. Guys, that's basically 4 out of 10 times he's getting pressured. And again, a very good offensive line. So where's the problems there, right? Listen, the 3,011 receiving yards the Eagles have gained this year, all right, that's a lot. It's over 3,000 yards. But 1,355 of those yards were gained after the catch. So, guys, that's over a third of Jalen Hurts' yards are the receivers. You understand? The receivers are doing it. More than Hurts throwing the ball down the field, like, so let's say, a la Dak Prescott, who's getting those air yards, number 1 in the league. Well, number 1 in the league since after the changes, after the bye week. So it's really important. What is important? What's the key to this win, baby? Tackle your player when he throws that ball. Whoever catches that ball, you gotta take the fucking receiver, running back, tight end. You gotta tackle him, take him to the ground.
Relatively simple.
You gotta tackle him. If you tackle him, you're not getting those yak yards. You're not getting that extra 40% of yardage that Hurts gets from the run after the catch. So keep that in mind. You gotta tackle properly if they catch the ball against you. You will literally delete 45% of Philadelphia's potential of yardage that they throw in the air if you stop them from breaking any tackles after a catch. Now, another thing you got to remember about the Cowboy defense, we've registered 13 interceptions this year. That is the third best in the NFL. Third best, 13 interceptions for the Cowboy defense. The Eagles, Jalen Hurts, has thrown 10 interceptions this year, seventh most in the NFL.
I was gonna say, I think that matchup is going to look real nice once we're done with this game.
So when you look at this little key, baby, when you look at our defense versus their offense, you got to get pressure. 4 out of every 10 plays, you're getting pressure on Jalen Hurts, right? You get pressure. He throws interceptions, got 10. We got 13. We're third best. He's seventh worst when throwing picks in the NFL. And then look at the details inside of details. The receiving yards that the passing yards he throws for, 45% of those passing yards are yards after the catch. So you can slow that down by making those tackles. Of course, you got to stop the run. They're going to run on us. They're going to continue to try to run on us, and that's going to be smart for them to do that. That's what goes without saying. We got to stop the run. Hankins and all those guys inside, the linebackers, but they got a really great offensive line that run blocks. So we might lose that battle overall, but we can win the other one when it comes to them passing. And there's 3 examples of how we win those battles against their offensive line, even with the lack of holding penalties for their offense. So that's one side of the coin. Why don't we look at the other side of the coin? What happens when we're on offense and we got to face their defense? Boom, Dak's in the house, right? On fire. Is it the easy teams? I mean, we played some tough defenses, past defenses, but the point is this. Here's the key. You don't want to say. The Eagles secondary. Yeah, Darius Slay will play, and I don't know if he's 100%. But he's playing, and they got a fully healthy team. But the Eagles' secondary with Darius Slay, one of the worst in the entire NFL. Overall stats, 29th worst pass defense in the NFL, guys. They go up 360 yards or 350 yards per game, I think total. But I think in the air, it's like 320 or something. It's a lot. Or maybe it's 350 in the air. I'm not sure. But either way, they give up a lot of passing yards. Right now, guys, the Philly defense has allowed 3,341 passing yards and 27 receiving touchdowns. All right, against their defense in the air. The only team worse than them on those 2 categories, the Washington Commanders. And they also, the secondary for the Eagles, we have 13 picks, but they only have 6 interceptions on their defense, on their secondary. That's tied for the lowest in the NFL with the Commanders. I mean, you don't want to be on the defensive pass side. You don't want to be anywhere near the Commanders. They are literally tied or as bad as the Commanders when it comes to their pass defense. All right. I mean, an allowed passer rating for the Eagles of 98.8. They allow almost against every quarterback 100 passer rating. That is poor enough to be the 4th worst on earth in the NFL, right? 98.8 allowed against them the quarterbacks get an average of a 98.8 rating. That's almost, over 100, you're already good there, right? Man, this Eagle defense, they need to be passed on. They need to be thrown against. That is the key how to beat the Eagles. And we almost did it 5 weeks ago. We did it through the air. And we should have won. We shot ourselves in the foot, guys. This time, they're coming to our house. All right? We got a 14-game streak. We are the better team. That has been my point all week and really all year than the Eagles. We are the better team, but now we got to prove it. Can't talk about it. No fucking excuses. No mistakes. And as Patrick Walker said, no mercy. As I say, and I scream this at Micah Parsons and his team, take this fucking game personal. Fuck it. Take every game personal. Stop sitting here trying to be friends with everybody and Lane Johnson and shit.
How other teams are taking it against us.
Just win this fucking game. That's all I'm saying. Win this game. Take it personal. After you win, you can shake their fucking hand. But pretend they want to kill you, your mother, your father, your family, burn your house down. Take it fucking personal. The Niners did. They kicked our fucking ass. The Niners did. They whipped the fucking Eagles. So who's going to take it personal in this game should whip the other team. And that's us, God damn it. We should be furious with the way we've lost these teams. We should be on top of shit and not let the Eagles pull out another lucky, and I stress lucky win, because that's how they won some of their, not a lot of them, some of them done real great, but a lot of their games, let's be honest, that luck factor was major. Don't let them get lucky. Don't let them get, we got 3 fumbles on this team the first time we played them, and we recovered 0 of them. 0. They got our fumbles. So they got points off of that. We couldn't do anything about it. So we got to reverse that shit this time around. Play a clean game. Stop the fuckery. And get to the beating, the plucking, the fucking of the Eagles. And the way I see it, let's cook these fucking eagle meat. Cook them good. Anyways, I got to take a breath. What? Anybody saying anything about stuff here? Woo! I got to get off my rant here, Fan Friday, as we bring this down, close it down, and kind of get quieter.
Amazing Game said, first play set the tone.
I want to see us. That's a key, I hope. That's my bold prediction tomorrow. The Cowboys going to get a fast start because we haven't done it in who knows how long. We got to get off to a fast start. If we don't, it's going to be a rough, a chancy game against the Eagles if we let them get to a fast start.
Retro Scotty saying, Cobra Kai these Eagles show no mercy.
No mercy. I agree. Take it personal. Take it personal. Take it personal.
And by the way, Katie, have a happy almost birthday there. Hope it goes well, and hopefully the Cowboys can get that dub. So
I don't know how long this has been here for, and I truly apologize.
Well, David Shemet did say in the chat that he sent a Cash App.
Holy shit, and he did. And he did. Hold on and hold up. Wait a minute. And I do want to hit up some more comments, baby, but damn, I didn't know you. When did that happen? It happened about 10 minutes ago, I think. I hope David's still in there.
Well, he dropped that comment about a minute or 2 ago.
Okay, because David, I'm about to shout you out here, brother, and you don't want to go anywhere for this one. We got ourselves.
He also said, fuck the referee.
Fuck the refs for sure. Anything else he said, baby? Because I got something to say for him here in a minute.
Let me see. Hurts is the one read quarterback.
Yeah, and then he takes off and runs or extends the play and tries to make something happen. That's why you got to keep him in the pocket, get the pressure on him, and then eat him up. Yum.
So,
David Shemet. That's what I'm saying. I hope I'm saying his name properly. Much love to him. I got to add him on the board, baby. He's got himself the lead in the Cash App, first place in Cash App, and now 10 Raffle entries.
Oh shit!
With $100 holler, just like that, breaking the board. The biggest drop of the month, 2 months, I think. Oh, actually, Snugs got up there too. David Shemet, much love. He just added 10 Raffle entries, upped his chances to win one of these 4 great prizes, and right now is in the lead over Stanley Smith, who's been dominating it for the last 2 weeks. Stanley Smith is now officially 11 behind first place on David Shemet, who's now in first place on the Stream Boss, and currently, I think 3rd or 4th on the overall board. I have to double check it. But what a battle there. What a comeback. Appreciate you, David. And all he said on my side was, Go Cowboys!
Woo.
Appreciate you, man. I'm sorry I missed it. I got to be honest with you, David. I was in the middle of my rant. I was in the middle of my analytics rant. I was in the middle of my what we got to do to win rant. So I do apologize if I missed a couple comments or I missed a couple drops like that.
Good.
But we made it back up. I hope David's still in the chat. So thank you, David. Go Cowboys. I'll update the board now. Hit it up there. Hit me some more comments as we get ready to wrap this up tonight.
Katie Cruz saying, we will win. The Eagles will be toast. Another Christmas beating coming to the Eagles.
We always seem to do that in December to these Eagles. Last year we did it and in Dallas, and we're going to do it again. I truly believe we're going to do it again. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, guys, on my true feelings. And I think we're going to win by double digits. I'm not saying 30. I'm saying we're going to get a nice 10, 13-point win against these Eagles. I'll tell you how tomorrow I think we're going to do it with some score predictions and, of course, bold predictions here from us and from you guys. So bring it tomorrow. I already know Skeptical fans' final score, 31-24, Cowboys. We'll see some more tomorrow.
Let me see here. And Thomas Gary is saying, I'm worried because I heard that these officials are from Philly.
I mean, I don't know if they're from Philly. The head official definitely 7-0 when he does a Philly game, an Eagle game. The Eagles are 7-0.
You don't have to be from Philly to apparently S their D, so to speak.
Unfortunately.
So, let me see here. Foxy's friend said the Dallas Cowboys may have more than one opponent on the field for their Sunday Night Football matchup.
The Eagles. I mean, the Eagles and the refs. That's the way I always look at it. No matter who we play, it's whoever we play and the refs. And I accept that. We just have to outplay the refs. I'm not bitching about the refs. We just got to outplay them. That's all. That's fair enough, right? I'm updating the board, by the way, baby. Hit up some more comments in there. I love the feel from the family here when it comes to our Cowboys.
Let me see. And awesome, Katie. That is great. By the way, David said, yes, he got my name perfect. Glad.
Oh, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, David. Thank you so much for showing and dropping the love.
love. And good luck on this raffle because you just got yourself 10 entries right there. I don't think he's in the membership, but he's got the entry stacking right now. And, he's like 5 back on Jason Renfro for the overall there on stacked raffle entries. Mm-hmm. So appreciate you, brother, and go Cowboys. Does he know that he knows the prizes, right? If we need to bring it up, I just want to make sure I do that. I like to give everybody a fair chance because we do shut it down tomorrow night after our stream. The last chance to stack your entries, your raffle entries here for these fantastic, great prizes to up your chances to try to get one of the 4 great prizes here.
So let me kind of roll back here, guys. And, of course, there's some people we have to shout out here as well, like your sponsor of the week.
Oh, yeah. Snug X.
Huge shout out to him. He's also bossing that stream around. He's the Cash App King as well. Let me for the last 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I mean, he's back to backing it as our sponsor of the week. He's back to backing it as our Cash App King. Like you said it. Last 2 weeks, but like our Cowboys, back to back. You know how it is in the 90s. Hopefully we'll do it again in the 20s. Jason Renfro hanging on with 15 points on the stream, boss. And Jason Renfro, well, he's in the lead in the gifting membership side of things, but the queen of the gifting membership is Mary Alvarez, and the queen is on the attack as well. She's getting closer and closer to that top spot. She's in 3rd place. Skeptical fans in 2nd place, but in 1st place still, I think by 2. Jason Renfro, the gifting leader there. He's got 15 points in the stream, boss, hanging on there. Jason Renfro, even with all the love today, he's still 1st place on the overall board. And we had Stanley Smith as the leader on the Cash App side trying to bypass Snug X, but today David Shemet said, hey, hold up, not yet. And he's coming, trying to take that crown. Not just from Snug, but from Stanley. We'll see what happens. We got one more night of regular stream like this, and then we got game night, Sunday Night Football. Eagles, the filthy Philadelphia Eagles at the Dallas Cowboys. We'll see what happens. We'll see who wins these battles. We'll also see who wins these raffles. $10, unlimited entries. So you could get 20, you get 2 raffle entries. If you're in the membership, boom, you know what happens. 4th place, the car package. You see all that. You get the whole package there. 4th place. 3rd place, the gear package. You see what you get there. Any name, any number. And on that jersey t-shirt looking kind of apparel on the left. And, of course, the hat on the right. Micah Parsons embroidered signature. Repping that 11 on that star. You know it. And 1st place and 2nd place, jersey, your choice. If we have them, like 40 different choices, different numbers, we got it. You get it. Color, style, size, old, new, Hall of Fame, new school, whoever. We got you. 1st and 2nd place. All this brought to you. All these prizes brought to you. All of them brought to you by the Lunatic, the Godfather here at MCF. Much love to him. 4 prize raffle halftime of the Eagle game, December 10th, right here live on My Cowboys Family. 4 winners that evening. Can't wait. Because we're the 5th winner. At the end of the game, it'll be the Dallas Cowboys kicking some Eagle ass. That's my prediction. Tomorrow we'll give you our full predictions and more here on MCF. Any last comments in the chat, baby, before we do the shout-outs?
Let me see. Thomas Gary saying, the head official is from Philly.
So he's from Philly, and they definitely favor Philly. So don't cry about it, guys. You know what we got to do? Overcome it. Got to play better. That's all.
Exactly. You have this be the cleanest game all season type thing, right? So, kind of rolling back here. Retro Scotty saying, Mike on the line, defense will hunt, and the offense will move the ball at will against those dirty, filthy Eagles.
Agree. And passing the ball will be the way to do it.
So, I'm just kind of rolling back a little bit more here, guys. I think we touched on everybody's comments here, so.
It's time for them final shout-outs here. And we'll be back tomorrow for a quick party recap, maybe even a bonus party stream. Of course, you might want to check us out after dark tonight. MCF After Dark. If you're interested in more discussions, maybe not as much football, but you can join us over there. MCF After Dark. But you got to find it. I'm not really advertising it. So be there, be square, or, we'll see you there another day. Who knows? It's an extra. We're always on late night over there. It's usually just me, and it's not that much football talk. It's just kind of anything talk, music, and chill. But tomorrow we might have a party stream, even over there, but definitely maybe even over here. We'll see. We'll give you the news, info, and updates and more tomorrow here, a Saturday special pregame kickoff here against these freaking Philadelphia Eagles. Can't wait for the game on Sunday night. So, baby, get those shout-outs flowing here for us.
Of course. We have Retro Scotty, James Brady, Dave Shemet, Katie Cruz, Jacob Vasquez, Amazing Games, Thomas Garrett, Retro Scotty. We have... Just want to make sure I shout out everybody here. Dallas Cowboy 92, much love.
Yeah.
Of course, Amazing Games. Jera Jones. No, just trying to, just want to be like extra sure I didn't miss anybody, right? Lost in Translation. Foxy's Friends, Grim Bot. Spot, Can You Save Me? Yeah, let me come back down. Make sure I didn't miss anybody as they're rolling through. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's everybody here, baby. So why don't you go ahead and give the shout outs to the people who dropped the love tonight so far?
Yeah, no diggity, no doubt. Much extra special love to those that dropped the love from above tonight here, starting with David Shemet, who just jumped in the mix here, just, earned those 10 raffle entries, but also jumped right to the top 5 of our board here. Spot, Can You Save Me? Mary Alvarez, Jacob Vasquez, Amazing Games, Skeptical Fan, Jason Renfro, Tammy Soltis. Thank you all. Love and peace. And let's kill the Eagles on Sunday night. I'm ready. Thank you all for dropping the knowledge, the love from above. I don't know if there's any last quick comment, but I'm ready to roll out of here, baby. An hour and 45 minutes of pure Cowboy news, info, and updates. Before we can get out of here, baby, let everyone know why we do this here, my Cowboys family, each and every day, especially a Fan Friday.
It's that navy blue, that silver too, and that star over everything.
Win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, here on this channel, we rep the star over everything. And here for 6 years plus on this little part of YouTube, this little channel on YouTube, 6 years and beyond, 7 seasons of our weekly live streams, game day reactions. We're just stacking them here, guys. Appreciate everybody joining us here at My Cowboys Family. Never forget, here, now, and forever, as always, go Cowboys. Let's get that 6 and beyond. Thank you for dropping your comments, your thoughts, your knowledge in the chat all night long.
All
night. Have a great Fan Friday, Saturday weekend. We'll be back tomorrow for the, for the pregame party for this game against the Eagles on Sunday night. And of course, guys, thank you all for the drops of love from above, joining the raffle. Appreciate the membership people here, gifting them. Of course, the lunatic with the raffle, bringing it. Mr. Dave Shemet with the big drop of the month so far. And everybody in the house, the love and support on that side of things. Can't do this without you all. On that note, it is time to drop out and clock out officially for the night before we can relock and reload for our Saturday special pregame party. Tell everybody, baby, what we got to do before we drop out of here tonight.
We got to drop the beat.
Oh, yeah. That beat's been dropped, guys. Thank you for dropping in with us.
Jason Renfro, have a great night.
Jason, make sure you jump over at After Dark. Kicking off maybe in about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 45 minutes. Check it out. If you guys have the time and you're up and you're partying, you might want to hang with me afterwards on overtime session. By the way, everything over there also applies to this channel when it comes to any love drop, by the way. So just so you guys know, you can still add some entries over there. Anyways, here it's a wrap on our Cowboys Family channel. And it is also a wrap right here for another Cowboys chat. We just had Eagles, Cowboys. I'm ready. We're going to be wearing those icy white color rush uniforms against their nasty puke green ones. But hey, Jerry Jones got the thumbs up from Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy feeling a lot better. Our offense is focused. Micah, Cowboys, take this personal and wipe their fucking smiles off their face. When it comes to the Eagles, you can't rub off that little lipstick on the eagle. Here on MCF, it's about that navy blue, that silver too, that star over everything. You know the deal. Never forget the number one thing right here, my Cowboys family. Much love to all of you, everybody in the house here, even the haters, the Eagle fans in the back hating. Much love. Stay safe out there, guys. And hey, thanks for hitting that like button for the stream. Make sure you all hit subscribe and keep growing the channel. We're at 28.4. Hey, almost at 30K. Hit that notification bell so you know we're going live. Follow us on all that social media at My Cowboys Family. Discord, join that. And of course, guys, stay safe today, this weekend. We'll see you back tomorrow for another one. Have a good night. Peace out. And never, ever forget, go Cowboys!